Good morning, everyone. All of you come my live classes this time. I start the chapter 4. Chapter 4 is carbon, carbons and its compounds. Carbons and its compounds. Chapter 4, class 10, class 8. Chapter 4 is the carbon and its compounds. Most of the part of this chapter is deduced. Only few topics is left in this chapter. Chapter name, carbon and its compound. Chapter is 4, carbon and its compound. Okay, and we start the point bonding in carbon. Bonding in carbon. How to carbon bonding? Which bond is formed in the carbon? Which bond is formed in carbon? Carbon is formed. Carbon is formed. Carbon is formed the covalent bond. Covalent bond. So this is the carbon. Carbon C is the symbol of carbon, and carbon atomic number of carbon is 6. And electronic configuration according to above rules 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This is the 4. Valency of carbon. Valency of carbon has 4. Number of 4 valency carbon and number of bonding 4. So carbon is bonding is the 4 atoms, 4 bonding of carbon atom. So then how to bond carbon of 4 atoms, 4
Good morning,
electrons
sir.
for with other elements. So first is the sharing of electron. This is the covalent bond. This is the covalent bond. Covalent bonding. Covalent bonding means sharing of electron. Sharing of electron in one atom to another atom. Another atom. This is the covalent bond. Example: A have 2 electrons and B have 1 electron, and it's also 2 electrons. Sharing of electron, it's sharing 1 electron and it's share 1 electron. Both sharing 1 electron. Number of sharing electrons and number of gaining electron is the number of bond. A sharing 1 electron here and B sharing 1 electron. Sharing of electron 2 electron form 1 bond. 2 electron are formed 1 bond. This is the sharing of electron. Similarly, carbon have 4 atoms, 4 electrons, Valence of carbon is 4. So first point is the it could gain a 4 electron. It could gain 4 electrons. 4 electrons. Then carbon is the 4 negative Ni. 4 negative Ni. ओके, क्या कहते हैं कि कार्बन की जो वैलेंसी 4 होती है, अगर कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करता है, जब कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करेगा तो इसमें 4 नेगेटिव चार्ज लगेगा. गेन किया 4, जितने हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन, नंबर ऑफ नेगेटिव चार्ज applied on the carbon. Yeah, another atom. First is the second point is the it could loss of 4 electrons. 4 electron loss करेगा तो it bear the 4 positive cation. 4 positive cation. 4 positive cation. तो 2 ही पॉसिबिलिटी बनती हैं, कार्बन या तो 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन करे या 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन को क्या करे, रिड्यूस करे. अब इसका मीन्स होता है, फर्स्ट जो पॉइंट है ये क्या कहता है, नेक्स्ट इसके आगे फर्स्ट इज द बट इट वुड बी डिफिकल्ट, बट इट वुड बी डिफिकल्ट, but it will be difficult for the nucleus, okay, in carbon. This is the difficult for the carbon in carbon. Then with a 6 electron, with a 6 electrons, protons, 6 electrons or 6 protons to hold on to then to 10 electrons. Okay, and that is 4 extra electrons. That is 4 extra electron on carbon. And second point could be lost, it could be loss of 4 electrons. Then C plus 4 and C plus 4, but it would be required, but it could be required a large amount of energy, a large amount of energy. Large amount of energy is required to remove the 4 electrons. To remove the 4 electrons behind a carbon cation. Behind a carbon cation with 6 protons in its nucleus, holding to holding on to just two electrons. Just two. ओके, अब ये जो पॉइंट है आपके, ये पॉइंट कैसे वर्क करते हैं हम इसको आपको दिखाते हैं। देखिए, what is covalent bonding and how to explain. Example is the covalent bond. First is the H2. H2 is the how many bonds in covalent bond? Then H, 1 electron plus H, 1 electron. Then sharing of electrons each other, then forms H and H bond. Both electrons is here. It means H gives 1 electron plus H electron. This is the sharing of electrons and gaining of electrons. Sharing and gaining, then H dot H. Okay. Next example, Cl2. Cl2 means Cl has 7 electrons. This is the 7 electrons. Another Cl, second Cl is 7 electrons. Sharing of 1 electron, gain and loss 1 electron. Then Cl and Cl bonding and 6 electrons extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 2 electrons. This bond is known as the covalent bonding. Covalent bonding. Okay. And next, other example. Suppose I will give in the next example. Next example is the O2, oxygen. Example next, oxygen. How to share electrons and which bond is formed in the oxygen and oxygen atoms. Oxygen, where is the oxygen 8 electrons, first oxygen, and here is the second oxygen. 2 and 6, and 2 and 6. 6 is the valency of oxygen. Valency of oxygen. So, first for oxygen is the 4, 6 electron. First oxygen atom 6 electron, and second is the 6 electron. Sharing of 2 electrons and gaining of 2 electrons. Okay, sharing because 8 electrons and 8 electrons. 8 electrons means to follow the octet rules को follow कर. They are follow the octet rules. So oxygen 2 electron share and second oxygen 2 electron sharing, then form the covalent bond. The number of covalent bond sharing and gaining is known as the number of bond of the atom. So look here, oxygen is the 6 electron and 2 electron is given and second oxygen 2 electron is given. Okay, and 4 extra electrons. Here are the 4 extra electrons. It means oxygen 1 bond and 2 bond, double bond electrons. Oxygen is the double bond. This is the covalent bond. How many oxygen atoms? Is the 2 bond of covalent bonding. This is the 2 bonding of electron. Next example is the nitrogen. The nitrogen have how to bond, which bond is formed, and what is the sharing of electron, number of bonding, and octet. Another example, N2. N2 is the dinitrogen or N2 gas. Nitrogen, first nitrogen 7 electron, second nitrogen 7 electron, here 2 and 5, 2 and 5. This is the valency of carbon. Nitrogen gaining 5 electrons, first and second is the gaining 5 electrons. Sharing of electrons. So 3 electron is there and 3 electron is here. Then N triple bond N and 2 electron is 3. This is the extra electron. Number of bonds in covalent bond in N2 to N2 have 3 bonds. 3 bonds. N2 have 3 bonds. And 3 bonds is the covalent bonding. Covalent bond. This is the method of the covalent bond, sharing of electrons. This is the example of the covalent bond. Next example is versatile nature of carbon. Next point is the versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon. What is the nature of carbon and what is the versatile nature of carbon? Each beer has only 2 points. First, carbon has the unique ability to form bond. First point, carbon has unique ability to form bonds with other atoms of carbon. This is the first point of the versatile nature of carbon. This property is known as the catenation, and this property known as the catenation. Which means carbon single bond carbon, carbon double bond carbon, carbon triple bond carbon. Carbon has the unique property to form the bonds with other atoms of carbon. Number of bonds from the carbon atom. This is the main point and main property of the carbon atom. This is the versatile nature of the carbon. Second point. Second point is the since carbon has a carbon has a valency of 4. Carbon has valency of 4. It is capable of bonding with 4 other atoms. It is capable of bonding with 4 other atoms. for other atoms. This is the versatile nature of carbon, which means example is are from the oxygen, hydrogen. तो कार्बन से अदर कंपाउंड भी आपके हो सकते हैं। कार्बन जो होता है एग्जांपल हम आपको दे रहे हैं यार, तो एग्जांपल आपको दे रहे हैं CH4 एंड CCl4 CH2। इट मीन जो कार्बन होता है, कार्बन के 4 बॉन्ड्स होते हैं, 4 बॉन्ड ये Cl जोड़ सकता है। अब अदर एग्जांपल इज हेयर CO2। CO2 मीन्स कार्बन द 4 वैलेंस CO डबल बॉन्ड C डबल बॉन्ड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। ये कहते हैं जो कार्बन के पास वैलेंसी 4 होती है, वो 4 वैलेंसी ये क्या करते हैं कि अदर अदर एटम से ये बॉन्डिंग कर सकता है। दिस इज द मेन प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द कार्बन एटम। एग्जांपल CH4 CCl4 CH2 and CO2 and CO2। Next other examples given alcohol, aldehydes, many of the example of the carbon atom. So this is the versatile nature of the carbon, versatile nature of the carbon atom. Okay, today is the last topic of the class, and I will meet tomorrow next other class. Tomorrow's class is very most important, so please don't forget class of tomorrow. Very most important topic for the youth. Okay. Tomorrow I teach the saturated and unsaturated carbon, how to bond with saturated and unsaturated carbon, and bonding structure, chain branch and rings, and group functional group of the carbon atoms, and homogeneous property of the carbon atom. This is the most important topic of this chapter. So tomorrow topic is the most important. Don't forget the tomorrow class. Okay. Today your class is finished. I will meet you tomorrow. Bye.